Hello there. I'm about to make some pasta here, and I was in a live chat this morning, and people were interested in learning more about the Omega machine that I use to make dog food and also to make pasta with. So I figured I'd video this one. Anyways, I got the recipe because we got semolina flour online, and we use this recipe, except in order to save semolina, I put 1 cup of bread flour and 1.5 cups of semolina, and then the rest is the same, and we use our own homegrown eggs. So you can see that the semolina flour is this kind of grainy or yellow type. Sorry about the lighting. And the regular bread flour is the white flour. So you incorporate that and put in a pinch of salt, and then add the 4 eggs and a tablespoon of olive oil. And then you beat the eggs with the oil really well, and then that will form a stiff dough with the flour. Sorry about my finger over the lens there. And I'll be back showing you how it looks. I put an extra egg in there, so I'll probably need more flour. Alright, well, I've added a 1/2 cup of flour extra because of that extra egg I put in there. Anyways, so you basically want to keep mixing this until it's too thick to mix with the fork. It will form more of a dry ball, and then you'll knead that. So I'm gonna tune back in after I've dried this out into a ball. So I'm just like keeping it dusted with more of the bread flour to absorb the extra moisture in there. Trying to do this one-handed and still keep it in the frame. See how when it breaks open, it's sticky still. So you really want that pretty dry, and when you can work it without it sticking to your hands, then you know it's right to start kneading. So I'm going to start doing that, and I'll show you in a moment. So you just keep doing this, and it will start to become smooth and glossy and a little bit stretchy. So I'll tune back in just a moment after doing some more kneading. Alright, I've been kneading this for a few minutes, just a few minutes, and it's starting to be where whenever I push down on it, it's not sticky, and it still has a little bit of a dry dusting of flour, so it's not sticking to the bowl either, but it's not necessarily thirsty to drink in more flour. So you really want to do this for like kind of a while, like 8 to 12 minutes, they say on the package. So err on the side of the 12. I'll check back in a moment. So yeah, this is about 2 minutes later, and as you can see, it's kind of becoming soft and elastic and kind of more shinier. More shinier, yeah. Anyways, I'm just gonna keep on doing this for another, I don't know, like 6 minutes maybe. See you in a few. Alright, so I kneaded that for a while more, and see how that kind of is? I'm not really a cook or anything, so it's always just kind of I feel, even though I'm trying to follow this recipe. But then it does best if you let it sit for a while, like at least 20 minutes, and let it absorb any more of the moisture into the semolina flour, because it seems to take a little while to absorb all of it. And the more you allow that, the better it comes out. The deal is, though, with the Omega machine, it needs to be soft enough to not strain the motor, but not so soft that when you make it, it just stretches and falls off of the drying rack. So I hope that this is right. It's an adventure every time. So I'll be back when I show you the machine. So this is the Omega juicer. It's a auger machine. There you can see its model number. And we got this machine years ago. Can't exactly remember how long it's been, but we got it in order to make juice. But as you can see, it comes with these pasta attachments. And my favorite one, honestly, is the tiny spaghetti one, but that actually really pushes the machine. So, and it takes longer, and it takes up more space on the drying rack. So I've actually gotten used to using this wider one, which is awesome. And then it comes in like a breadstick one. This one works great for like a thick egg noodle, or almost, I don't know, almost like a dumpling. And then this one is a flat sort of breadstick. So here's how it works. You take the auger and you put it inside of the cylinder, and then it scrapes against this doodad and extrudes the pasta through these holes. Alrighty, here it is, ready to roll. And so what happens is I will take and make some kind of snakes out of this clay and pass it down through, and it will extrude out the tip. And then here is the drying rack. Sorry about the mess. Check it out. That's the auger spinning in there. So here's my dough. Here it comes. And you let it go as long as you want. And then you have to turn it off and pinch it off and hang it on the rack. So I just pinched it off of the nozzle, and then I'll straighten it out and separate each strand until all of it is done. Here we go with another new. And of course, I did err on the side of a little bit too moist. So they are a little bit sticky, so I have to separate them ASAP. And filming while doing that is difficult, so I'm going to try to do a more perfect set right now. Yeah, that's starting to come out quite nicely. despite it being slightly moist and sticky, it's easy to separate them and get them hung up quickly. And then they dry nicely. You don't even have to wait for them to dry all the way or at all. You can throw them straight in the boiling water. But I'm trying to get these ready so that after we feed the animals this evening, I can whip up the spaghetti. We've been adjusting to the hours required by this lifestyle, and eating late dinners doesn't really work too well. So, it's only, well, anyways, that's a non sequitur. Back to playing with Play-Doh. It's so much fun. They get kind of warm coming out from the friction too. It's kind of weird. Yeah, so it really is very much like playing with Play-Doh as a child, and having the Play-Doh barbershop that made the hair grow and then you cut it off. So it's pretty fun making pasta with the Omega machine. And as I near the conclusion of this, I noticed that the dough is getting drier in this arid Arizona air, so that's actually making it slightly easier to do these. And I'm on the last snake. And there we go. That is a nice supersized batch of fresh homemade pasta with our own homegrown eggs. So this is the end of part 1, and I'll come back to you when I boil these and show you how they look served with sauce. Cheers and blessings. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.